So the Guyanese Critic is coming to you from Friendship on the east bank of Demerara, where I am looking at the Canada Club. It is a fuel vessel that is presently moored at in the Demerara River at Friendship on the east bank, and 3 persons lost their lives as a result of an accident on this vessel this afternoon. Sometime just after 5:30 or around 5:30. The details are a bit sketchy, but what you're seeing is members of the Guyana Police Force crime scene unit. Those are individuals with hazmat suits that are conducting an investigation at present, and they are wrapping up their investigation and just about to remove the bodies of the 3 individuals. The captain of this vessel and 2 crewmen have died here this afternoon. We will be interviewing the owner of the vessel and family members of those who have died in a moment. What you're looking at is the vessel. There are 2 vessels actually moored here, and the second one where the bright light is and members of the Guyana Police Force crime scene unit are on is the Canada Club. The individual that is coming up there is known as Mr. Charlie, and the owner of this boat that works on a charter base bringing fuel for customers in Guyana. For those of you who've just tuned into Daybreak News with the Guyanese Critic, I am coming to you from Friendship on the east bank of Demerara, where a fuel vessel exploded. Certain parts of the fuel vessel exploded, killing the captain and 2 crew members today. Just to give you an update as to where we are, this vessel at the time of being moored here did not have any fuel on it and was not discharging or putting on any fuel. It was a basically empty vessel, but as you know, like any other thing that fetches something inside, it seems that some amount of fuel was left in the bottom of the vessel. What the captain and the 2 crew members were doing when this explosion occurred obviously is going to be brought to us via a report by the Guyana Police Force and the maritime authorities, a number of agencies. The fire chief is on the ground here. And arrangements are presently being made to remove the bodies, which are said to be very badly damaged. What really transpired is yet to be ascertained from the information I have received. The front of the vessel, if you see the railings and so on, and the metal is thwarted and twisted to some extent. The explosion happened in the front of the vessel, killing the captain and 2 crew members. A number of agencies are on the ground. I can tell you the fire chief is Mr. Calamity is on the ground. I saw The head of the Maritime Authority in Guyana was here earlier, and the Guyana Police Force crime scene unit is here presently doing their investigation, and with the intention of ruling out homicide. Right away after their investigation would have concluded, you would have a number of different agencies will be looking into more of the safety aspect of what really transpired causing this explosion. So preparations are presently being made to remove the bodies. Family members are just behind me. The captain's wife and two sons are here, and I'm hoping that they would be able to give us a bit of insight as to what they would have heard or what they know, since the captain would have left home today, came to check on the vessel, and this unfortunate event occurred. For those of you who've just tuned into Daybreak News with the Guyanese Critic, I'm coming to you live from Friendship on the east bank of Demerara, and this is the Demerara River. The lights that you're seeing back that direction would be the Harbour Bridge and certain areas on the east bank. And what exactly transpired here in detail, what would have led up to this unfortunate event that has seen three persons losing their lives: a captain for the vessel Canada Club, and so I'm gonna back away a little since the bodies are being removed and they are in a gruesome condition. This would have been a brutal death. Persons close to the perimeter of this area said they heard a loud explosion. And when I say close, one individual claimed to have been close to a mile away when they heard a loud explosion. And the individuals' bodies have been burnt beyond recognition. So public spirited citizens are trying to assist in removing the body, since the vessel is in an awkward position. So for those of you who've just tuned into Daybreak News with the Guyanese Critic, I'm coming to you from Friendship on the east bank of Demerara, where the Canada Club, a fuel vessel, exploded this afternoon, killing the vessel's captain and two crew members. So the body of one individual visibly burnt badly is being removed. Who that individual is yet to be ascertained. I can tell you family members of the deceased are here, and my and the individual very, very sad situation here. Public spirited citizens are assisting. So for those of you who've just tuned into Daybreak News with the Guyanese Critic, I'm coming to you from Friendship on the east bank of Demerara, where an accident on a fuel vessel named Canada Club has left two crew members and the captain dead. Members of the Guyana Police Force has crime scene unit has to some extent wrapped up their investigations, and the bodies are being removed at this time. The individuals in the white hazmat suits, dressed like they're ready for the coronavirus, are actually crime scene unit investigators, and they wear those suits to ensure that they don't contaminate a crime scene. But the investigation has since concluded, and or to some extent concluded, since there's limited what the Guyana Police Force can do at this time of the night. So I don't know if they'll be back in the morning, but this incident happened sometime between 5:30 6 o'clock thereabout, and the police have been on the scene mere moments after. The fire chief is Mr. Calamity, is on the ground, has been on the ground for more than 3 hours now. And I did see the head of the maritime authorities here too. What you are looking at is the bodies of those who unfortunately lost their lives this afternoon, being removed. Tomorrow I will have a full update and photographs of the damage done to the vessel. I'll have a detailed story for you guys. So crime scene investigators are leaving, and 2 more bodies have to be removed. One of the individuals was said to be standing. This explosion happened somewhere at the front of the vessel, and one of the individuals was said to be standing at the door, and eyewitnesses claim that his body was terribly damaged, literally ripped apart. The Guyanese Critic and the Daybreak News team would like to express condolences to the family of the persons who has suffered a gruesome death as a result of this accident. We will be talking to the owner of the vessel to ascertain, clearly from the owner's perspective what was going on here. I can tell you that the vessel is a fuel vessel named Canada Club, and it was moored here at Friendship in the Demerara River. As you see out here is the Demerara River. Let me just give you a quick look. It's moored alongside another vessel. This is the Demerara River. This vessel out here, this is one vessel here, but the vessel on the outside is the Canada Club, and this is the Demerara River. The vessel was not transporting, loading or unloading fuel at the time. The captain and 2 crew members came today, sometime this afternoon. What exactly they came to do is yet to be ascertained. This is Mr. Calamadine, the fire chief, is on the vessel presently. And when I say fire chief, I mean the head of the Guyana Fire Service. That is the individual you see there with the checkered shirt and white mask. So he's on the vessel. And the Guyana Fire Service themselves will be doing their own investigation, since this is an explosion, an explosive accident, and the Maritime Authority, since the accident happened on a vessel. So the next body is being removed. Let me just zoom out to make sure. Viewer discretion is advised, since this is a very, very gruesome scene. What exactly transpired causing this explosion is yet to be ascertained, since the Guyana Police Force have just concluded their investigation, and the interest of the Guyana Police Force is to rule out homicide, and the Guyana Fire Service and the Maritime Authority will be looking at whether safety protocols or so on would have been breached. That would be the reason for the different agencies investigating. You have public-spirited citizens trying to assist in removing the body. Wow. And the individuals do not have on clothes, so it seems the clothes would have blown off or been burnt off of them. This is very hard for family members. For those of you who've just tuned into Guyanese Critic, to Daybreak News with the Guyanese Critic, I'm coming to you from Friendship on the east bank of Demerara, where an accident happened this afternoon on a fuel vessel moored at Friendship on the east bank of Demerara, and it is moored in the Demerara River. This afternoon, the captain and 2 crew members died after a loud explosive sound. What would have caused that explosion is yet to be ascertained by investigators, whether that is the Maritime Authority, the Guyana Police Force, or the Guyana Fire Service, since this kind of accident comes across a number of different agencies. Earlier, the Coast Guard was here, the Fire Department was here. And now the police have concluded their investigation, and the bodies of the persons who lost their life in this terrible accident here this afternoon are being removed. In a few minutes, we will talk to family members of those who would have lost their lives, and we will talk to the owner of the vessel, only name given Mr. Charlie, and he will help us in better understanding exactly a little background into the vessel and so on. But I can tell you offhand, I was informed that the vessel was not loading fuel, unloading fuel. Although it is a fuel vessel, at the time it was not loading fuel or unloading fuel. So what would have caused such an accident is yet to be ascertained. Let me go around and give you another perspective on this. So just give you an idea of another perspective, and not to go over the crime scene tape. The vessel's name is the Canada Club, and as you see, Canada. And it is a fuel vessel. You see the Canada Club, and it has the no smoking sign there. Undertakers from the Lycan Funeral Parlor are here and are removing the bodies. This is the Demerara River, by the way. That is the Demerara River you're looking at there. And the vessel was moored there. If you notice, the railings have been uprooted. The explosion has warped the front of the vessel. And if you know about a vessel, a boat of this size, you would know that it's very solid steel. So we are now waiting on investigators to give their report, to be able to ascertain what exactly caused the accident. And I can tell you, the fire chief is on the ground, Mr. Calamadine. Earlier I saw the head of the Maritime Authority in Guyana, and a number of crime scene ranks would have just wrapped up, at least for tonight, their investigation. But I see them still on the scene, making sure the bodies are removed. For those of you who have just tuned into Daybreak News with the Guyanese Critic, once again I'm coming to you from Friendship on the east bank of Demerara, actually just at the edge of the Demerara River. And an accident on a fuel vessel this afternoon has left 3 individuals dead. One captain of a fuel vessel, Canada Club, named the Canada Club, and 2 crew members. Two of the bodies have so far been removed. I could tell you that the bodies are without garment. It seems that the explosion would have either blown the clothes off or burnt the clothes off of these individuals. One individual body was said to be so badly damaged, I think they're presently trying to piece him together to have his body removed from the scene. Individuals 1 mile away claimed hearing a loud explosion this afternoon, somewhere between 5:30 and 6 o'clock, somewhere thereabouts. But a police investigation and the fire department investigation, a maritime investigation, will help in narrowing down in detail what exactly transpired here. All right. So, all right. So he realized I can't see that the place is dark. But still he is given warning in good faith. We can get beat up beneath it though. There's one of the undertakers. So the fire chief, Mr. Calamidine, is on the ground. And this accident would see a multi-agency investigation, since it entails an explosion on a vessel that has caused the loss of life for 3 individuals. That means that the fire department would have to do their own investigation, since the fire occurred on a vessel. The Maritime Authority has to investigate what would have caused that, and the Guyana Police Force is in the process of wrapping up their investigations, at least for now. Their interest is finding out or ensuring that this was an accident and not a homicide, since the police deals from a criminal perspective in cases like this. There is one more body to be removed, and then we will talk to family members and the owner of the vessel, only name given as Mr. Charlie. So I've sent for the owner of the vessel and he will explain to us just for clarity. So family members are going to see their loved ones. A very, very unfortunate situation to see them in. Hi, good night, Mr. Charlie. Sorry, first I must send my condolences on the loss of your crew. And I don't know how close you guys have been, but any loss of life close to people would be an unfortunate situation. Any loss of life at all. Just for some clarity, you are the owner of this vessel.
Yeah.
Can you say exactly what this vessel does?
The vessel fish gas and diesel
Okay.
from Providence, from the terminal of Providence to the terminal of Esquivel, the Gael terminal.
Okay, so you fetch fuel for gas stations.
Yes.
Okay. You received a call today of something happening on your vessel. Can you tell me what transpired from the call to now? Or somebody brought the message directly to you? How you learned this today?
On the East Bank Highway,
Okay.
and I was driving, and I get a call, say the boat on fire. And when I came in here, the fireman that was here already, and that was it.
Okay. I was told, I was reliably informed that the vessel was not being loaded or unloaded with the fuel. But can you, I would like to hear from you, what exactly was the vessel doing? Did you have anything specific happening at the time?
No work was carried on the vessel. The vessel always come and dock when it offload. It come and dock. So no, I don't know what transpired.
Okay, you yourself are waiting for an investigation?
Yes, also.
Okay. Can you say to what extent, how much losses you would have incurred in this damage?
I can't give that estimate as this time here.
Okay, but is this vessel still river or ocean worthy at this time?
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Okay, all right. The names of the individuals who would have died here today?
Is Captain Jayo.
Okay.
They call the next guy Marky, and Juan Chow.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Charlie.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Sorry again about the loss of life of your crew members.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
So you would have heard from the owner of the vessel. The vessel moved fuel from the terminal, the Providence terminal on the east bank of Demerara, to Essequibo, and that is done on behalf of the Gayle gas stations. And we will speak to, I will try to get family members of the captain and crew members, hopefully, because it is very, very unfortunate to be talking to people at this time under these circumstances. But I will try. But you would have heard from the owner of the vessel what the vessel does. It moves fuel from Providence. It was moored here empty. What exactly transpired, the owner is saying he does not know what exactly transpired at this time. We are hoping that an investigation will ascertain what exactly would have transpired, causing the life of the captain and 2 crew members of the Canada Club. So tomorrow I will have a detailed story as to who these individuals were, and hopefully I'll have photographs of the scene that will be more clear to give you, the viewers, a better understanding of exactly what transpired here that would have caused the death of 3 individuals, the captain of the Canada Club and 2 crew members. The Guyanese Critic is presently coming to you for Daybreak News from Friendship on the east bank of Demerara, where an accident on a fuel vessel has caused the loss of 3 lives. Look out for further updates with family members of those who lost their lives.